Welcome to queenon7.com. Please like, share and subscribe my video. Today we're going to look at the esters and we're going to look at the structure as well, how we're going to name them. Let's have a look to the first hydrocarbon. Methane, which is actually CH4. I just want to clarify because we're going to use that extensively when we're going to name the esters. Methane, when you remove one hydrogen, it becomes CH3. It is known as methyl. Ethane, C2H6, it will be known as C2H5. If you remove one hydrogen, it will become C2H5, and that will be known as ethyl. So again, methyl, ethyl, propyl. I can write down the second one, third one as well. C3H8 is called propane, but if you remove one hydrogen, it will be C3H7, and that will be called propyl. You just remove the A and E with YL at the end if you remove one hydrogen. So methane into methyl, ethane into ethyl, propane into propyl. Let's have a look at the structure. Ester can be made by condensation reaction between carboxylic acids and alcohols. You have just recently in the previous video done alcohols, how you name them, and carboxylic acid as well. Let's have a look. One of the simplest one is actually CH3OH, which is actually methanol. Methanol is going to react with a carboxylic acid, C2H5COOH. I'm just going to flip it over. I'm just going to change the formula because the reason is I'm going to do that. I just want you to understand it. I'm going to flip it so you can understand it better. I can write this formula HOOC C2H5. Now look at this. You have 2 plus 3 carbon atoms. So what did I say to you? You can say propane, because it has COOH group, the functional group is COOH group. So you remove E and you say propanoic acid. So propanoic acid will be the name. Now I also said to you in the previous video that you can actually draw the structure like that. This COOH can be drawn like this. It's COO bond OH. Now the general normal concept is the carboxylic acid, they actually give you H positive ion and they produce rest of the molecule when they actually undergo the normal reactions. But when they actually undergo condensation reaction, they will actually release the whole OH group. And the H positive ion will come from the alcohol. So in this case, CH3, you will write the alcohol first part as it is, CH3O, and then you put bond there. This will come out as H2O. So one of the product in condensation reaction is water. This one is gone as water. Then after this O, you connect this O direct to this carbon atom of the carboxylic acid, and this will be C2H5. Now naming the esters is actually the main problem. Now before I actually name it, you need to identify the functional group. The only reason I haven't started it at the start because it just looks like carboxylic acid as well, and it's going to confuse you. Now look at this carboxylic acid. In carboxylic acid, whenever you see COOH right at the end of the molecule, it is then you can call it as carboxylic acid. But at this point, COO bond O actually it comes actually inside the molecule in the actually chain. So it is actually in between the two other groups. That's why whenever you see this sort of group C double bond O, this will be known as an ester. Now once you have produced this, you need to name them. Now easy way to remember this, because I have actually started with the alcohol and it's going to confuse you, I can tell you exactly how you can do that. I'm going to change this molecule again. So C2H5 C double bond O bond O bond CH3. It's the same molecule, but I have actually written in a different display. Now, after this C double bond O there, whatever the group you have over there, that will be known as that will be named first. Name first. And the name of this group is actually, you can predict it from there, CH3, which is methyl. So you can write it down like that, methyl, straight away. Now you have to name the rest of the group. Now again, you need to look at how many carbon atoms in total left, excluding this CH3. 2 plus 1, 3. So you can say methyl, then 3 propane. That's propane. Because it's not an actual propane, you have C double bond OO there, then you will remove E and you put OATE instead of E. So it will be methyl propanoate. That's how you're going to name them. Esters are very famous because of their smell. So the uses in the perfumes and as a food essence. When you actually say I'm going to drink pineapple juice for £1 from Tesco's, is actually not the actual pineapple juice. It is actually one of the esters which actually cause that sort of a taste and smell. So the esters they actually add artificially to make it looks like it is a pineapple. Now I'm just going to take one more example just to make sure that you understand it. So for example, if I say CH3COOH, which is ethanoic acid, it is going to react with an alcohol OH, C2H5 ethanol. So H will come out from here and OH from there. It will produce CH3, this C, O, this O there, and C2H5 plus water. Now to name this ester, again after C double bond O, this will be named first. Now according to this one, C2H5 is ethyl, so you would say ethyl. Then you count the number of carbon atoms before this oxygen, 1, 2, ethane, so I would say ethyl, ethane. And what did I tell you? You remove this E and you put OATE. So ethyl ethanoate will be the name of the ester after condensation between alcohol and the carboxylic acid. Thank you very much.